Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 with me, Get Daved, and this nice view. So last time we set events into motion that are going to cause this ship to self-destruct. The good news is we're, I think, free now. The bad news is it's full of bounty hunters. So I guess we should probably shoot them. Oh goodness, war on two fronts. I'm getting flanked. Alright. We kind of inconveniently got separated from our allies there. No, I don't know. Oh boy. Exile decided to close range for her long-range weapons. Oh, whatever. Hard to argue with the results. They're dead now.
You are no match for us.
Life support pack. Those are actually fantastically useful and kind of so expensive that you don't want to buy any on your own. So, a welcome addition. Also, it's crazy we get so many experience points from the Zhug brothers. It'd probably be strategically wise to focus on one enemy, but there we go. No one's the wiser anymore. The game's targeting system can get a little sticky sometimes, so I don't think it's going to be disastrous. I sometimes go for it anyway. The twin sons, I was certain they were dead. Oh, okay. Okay, well you're both injured and weakened. Considering Atten was able to kill both of you single-handedly. There we go. So I guess we should finish the job here? Twi'lek Spinning Blade. Sounds agile. And we have two. I'm gonna give them to Atten. I'm not sure if I should try exploring again. Get all the experience points for killing all the bounty hunters in here. I guess we're supposed to... Oh, jeez. We're supposed to play as if it's about to explode, but I think we secretly have as much time as we want. There you go, Baodur. That'll help you with the poisoning. I'm glad I came this way. Stepped on a mine, but I got a security tunneler out of it. King of items. More Gans. Also, there seems to be something a little messed up about how the game is queuing up the commands in battle, but again, gonna try not to worry too much about it. And right back where we started, happily, a couple minutes ago. Or videos, pardon me. Everybody hates Goto. In all his wisdom, Goto never thought to bother having, like, a fighter escort.
I can't believe we just blew up Goto's yacht.
That's gonna destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Why are you here?
Well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy.
Why not just have an economy?
Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is going to be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez, Kai, whatever it is.
Zez Kyle? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep Goto off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shadaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble.
Oh, we ran into trouble.
What do you want now?
If you thought to escape Fido so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey.
Nice Star Wars quote. Yeah, I think your gift is useless.
You would be surprised at how little I care about what you think. As I indicated, this unit will remain with you and guard you.
Yeah, I'm sure you have it in you to keep us safe.
My orders during your journey.
Oh, whatever. Yes, Goto hovers along. For those of you who have not deduced yet, I don't think it's explicitly stated thus far, it might be later on, but Goto is the robot. There is no man. That's the great misdirection. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing people he didn't exist. Give yourself 10 Get Dave points for that reference. I'm sure if I shut it down, there's a bomb that'll go off.
So, you have returned from exile. Kavar thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come to Nar Shadaa.
Well, I came for the awesome
you were
haircuts.
Always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you. I do not know. It was a sense he had, and he had served in war, as you had. Perhaps he thought he understood you, or maybe he simply hoped he did. He felt you were the key to understanding the threat we face. The others were not so certain, but so many of them are gone now, as you no doubt know.
Mm-hmm.
He sensed some connection between you and many of the worlds touched by war. He thought by traveling to such places, he could achieve understanding.
Okay.
No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. I have kept secrets for far too long.
Where are all the Jedi? I know about that.
We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask because you are not certain of that answer, nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were exiled, and if we do not examine such truths, then we are already lost. I think it was
Thanks for
because
sticking
we
up
were
for me.
afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. To see a vision of what it would be like to be severed from it, it is more frightening than you know.
Well, thanks for punishing me for that.
What I can tell you, I will. Is that what you think? We did no such thing. But it is a technique that has been used as punishment in the past, yes. It is a rare sentence, and to my knowledge it has only been done once, at a moment where a Jedi discipline has failed. What caused your loss, I fear, was different. I am not certain I understand it. We did not understand it fully then, and only recently do I feel we may have become enlightened. The other masters may have more knowledge of this, but I do not. And I do not know if they even live. Does it matter? It seems your power has returned. Perhaps the loss was not a loss at all. Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together.
Isn't that what makes him come eat a planet?
Staying on Nar Shadaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen.
Oh, don't you pretend to be like me.
Lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them. No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself, had grown arrogant in their teachings.
Perhaps.
It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance, and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulik, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead.
It is a
Our
curious
one
way of
chance to
motivating
see where
people
we
to
had
come
gone
back.
wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, that decision has come back to us and may carry with it our destruction. Perhaps there is something wrong in us and our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me, so I left the Council. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not trust us, and why we do not trust ourselves. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say.
No.
It provides no comfort at all, for reasons on which I still must keep secret.
You said
Suffice
you would
to say,
tell me.
Redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the crime they committed. But we have spoken enough, I think, and words, I think, dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This Xian form should prove appropriate. Its best use is when you are outnumbered, which I fear suits our predicament perfectly. You will find it easier to deflect blaster fire with this form.
Ooh,
and
that
it
would have
shall
been
also
useful.
guard you against critical strikes by your opponents. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn.
Well, your
I shall
instructional
go to Dantooine,
dance
to the
was
ruins of the
helpful.
Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, Exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Can I have a focusing lens for your lightsaber? Apparently not. Oh, some remains from the killing spree that happened here. Alright, we do have some quests to wrap up here. I don't know what I'm doing poking around all these doors. We gotta go visit Vaga the Hutt. Ooh. Nerve amplifier belt. Well, we already had one.
Unnecessary
Oh
observation.
no.
Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications.
Hello.
Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Kind of not a good time to encounter these chumps. Okay. Actually, this is a case for an ion grenade, I think. Adhesive grenade, nope. And I will be around this corner. We need a better shield than that. 40 points isn't cutting it. I think I have some. There we go. Oh, well, I'll use the used one if I can. There we go. 100 points. Wow, they mowed through that thing already.
Systems failing, Master.
Okay, strategic retreat. Force speed wearing off. Just do what I tell you, game, nothing more. There we go. It appears none of those hits landed. There we go. Still not liking how this is going. Alright, that should be enough. Please. There we go. Thanks, game, for automatically taking away my party members. Alright. Our force regeneration is fantastic, though. Well, it was some experience points. Give it a quick save, seeing as we killed somebody who was a nuisance. Hey Vaga, I took care of Goto for you. The battle between the bisyllabic crime lords is over. Yeah. Well, thank you. Great. Okay, we'll go make our pitch. Well, despite him saying that, I am still quite fond of Vaga. He's straight and to the point. Alright, now if we go fly back to and talk to Lieutenant Gren, that should resolve that. Oh. Looking for his wife Ida on Nar Shadaa. I'm pretty sure I did that. Oh well. I think some of these quest lines should have been closed. Also, let's see if we can...
You interrupting me for a reason?
Alright, let's cut to the chase.
Now that freighters can depart safely, I can use a good pilot.
Well, I know of a pilot.
Pazaak can do this. Good. I'll send someone for him.
Alright. Good neighbor points received. Jackpot. What else here? August dancers. We might be able to still do that. Two more in order to acquire the factory's location. Okay. That's fine. I think I'm just going to take a trip back to Tilos quickly then. And we have an important decision to make with Kreia as well. Oh no. 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 I used all the charges on that shield already. My goodness. Okay. Energy resistance is totally worth having. Dexterity +2, thank you. Alright, and I'll just double check here. Can we add someone to the party? Oh, we can! I guess we're close enough to the Ebon Hawk. Well, in that case, Kreia and Vissus. Let's do this.
I hear you.
Kreia, the terribly punny, unarmed specialist. Now, what to do for Kreia's force powers is the question. I wonder what the game recommends. Force barrier? Yeah, okay. Feats for her are always a bit of a question mark. Dueling for sure. She won't be using two-weapon fighting. Oh, and 2 force powers. How delightful. Disable droid. Well, that would have been useful. Kreia is a good character to put some of your opposing side force powers on as well, but yeah, we'll go with barrier. It's also nice because the buffs she puts on herself automatically apply to the exile as well. So she's a great candidate for having sit back on Jedi support duty. Actually, having her kind of removes the necessity of having Vissus with us, but anyway.
Ah, you are here. You felt it, did you not?
Yes. We're gonna have this conversation now.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade?
Nope.
Such is the way of the greatest of Jedi warriors, the weapon masters. Or perhaps it is investigating the mysteries of the galaxy, seeking out injustice and harm, and bringing it into the light.
Nope.
Such is the way of the Jedi Watchmen in the time of Ulic Qel-Droma and Exar Kun.
Which
Or
is the
perhaps
Jedi
your way lies
gun?
upon the ancient mysteries, and to teach others the ways of the Force, as I have, the way of the Jedi Masters.
No bias there. I believe for our purposes, the Jedi Weapons Master is by far our best option. So I'm going to go for that. Yeah. I believe so.
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
Yay! Multi-classed. And now, super level up. Extra point in Constitution, that will get us the better implants. Our remaining points has gone down because of the class we've chosen, so a lot of other people do have computer use. Persuade is unique to the Exile, so I'm going to hold on to that one. And for the other one, I will say, let's go security. And yeah, awesome. Increase melee damage. It's not exactly perfect for us, but whatever. would not be the end of the world to have that. Precise shot, always nice. I thought there was another additional tree of 2-weapon fighting that we could undertake. There we go. Superior 2-weapon fighting. So you can basically get it to the point where there is virtually 0 penalty. There is a -1 tier 2 hit on your left-handed weapon, and that's it. So that's where we're going on that one. And choices. Force Scream, absolutely not. No, the one that would be helpful, going for Stasis is kind of tempting. Bumping this up to be more useful is also tempting. I'll bump up energy resistance for now, just because I have been relying on shields a bit more. And we'll have a ton of feats now. There we go. Level 17, everybody. Also, I think we may have missed out on a level up just because of how all of this went, but no matter. It will sort itself out. And let's mow these chumps down. Just make sure Kreia is on Jedi support. Perfect. Oh, this is going to be a million times easier.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recipe.
Yeah. This time it will be different.
Ratio achieved. Ratio achieved.
My friends are getting mowed down up at the front, but that's alright. We could even level them up to restore their hit points halfway through the fight. That'd show those HK units. More 2-weapon fighting for Vissus. The time of us having lightsabers on hand, it's gotta be close. And Kreia, probably gonna do a very similar level up for her. Oh, whoops. There we go. Because Master Heal is fantastically strong. Somebody gave him a bit of a push. Alright. Grinium armor, still fantastic.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. They'll be after me worse
Remember
than ever.
this guy?
I'm laying low for a while. Maybe they'll forget about me.
I just kind of walked away after,
Such acts have their own strength about them. I had forgotten.
Oh. Yeah, so things have kind of gotten out of sync. A long time ago, that man, if you've forgotten, I was getting cornered by exchange thugs, and then he was late with the payment, and then we walked up, and he was like, hey, she's the one who was going to pay me. She's holding out on you. And then we killed the thugs and chose not to rat him out or beat him up.
Principles of sacrifice and charity. These are things I have not seen in some time. I'm afraid that it will weaken you for what comes.
On
But
the
I have said
contrary, it
enough,
forces innovation.
and you do not need my counsel. Your actions should, as always, be your own.
Yeah. Vissus is interesting in that she's raised under a Sith ideology. But, it doesn't really... she doesn't connect with it, let's put it that way. Cautiously expecting one more HK ambush. Guess we're home free.
What do you mean, Pazaak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag.
You
what
watch your language.
Says I have to go first? Well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another ±1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
Wow.
Pazaak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
Alright. Deal me in, let's play a game. No, I'm not certain. Allows you to win tie games. Some people do swear by the whole family of yellow cards, and some of them are good for certain situations. I'm gonna throw this one in. The question is who to cut. I think it's probably objectively better than the -1. It's just the question of, do you throw the -1 or a -2? Should have thrown the -2 and swapped it in. I don't even know who my opponent is. Advantage Dave. Okay. So the question is, do I want to spend a card and keep the tie or take the loss? This is my only ability. Let's go for it. Yeah! Did not expect that to pay off. Normally, I always go for a 20 no matter what. Take the gamble. Seize the day. This is kind of interesting. I could get the win straight up. I'm just gonna do it. I had okay odds to have a chance at something else. Perhaps, I don't know, win without that, but... It's a sweep!
HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Goto's kind of a dick, and I hate him. His rivalry with the remote will be a recurring theme.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query: why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer: presumably to hide where one has been.
You're monologuing, HK.
I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Everybody's conspiring on this ship. Alright, and I believe... Well, you know what, let's do... This will be a long one, but let's do one trip to Tilos to wrap up those shenanigans as well. Paragus, never want to go back there. It's kind of weird that they're building like a floating demisphere over half the planet for the restoration. I would think, whatever. I would think it would be more like machines running on the planet that would be sort of almost like generators, sort of purifying air or whatever, but just big extra machines on the surface scattered throughout. That's the fun about different people's imaginations, though. Also, we still don't have a lightsaber lens. Alright, Jedi Scoundrel and, Cranky No! We need to build influence with these two. We probably won't get that opportunity. As a matter of fact, I may even check in on the slave.
Let's go.
You know, since she's got money and all. And Mira. Targeting 5. Two easy level ups. And now, yeah, because of how we actually ended up leveling up the Exile, they're a level lower than everybody else, which is kind of hard to do. Typically the main character is... Whoops. I took a wrong turn. Typically the main character is a level above everyone, but... that is A-okay. I forgot this detail. This is a bad example of things that make the game hard to play. Or an example of a bad instance of it, I should say. I'm gonna have to check the map. I kind of forget where Lieutenant Gren is. Oh, TSF station. Easy enough.
So you've returned. Really? That's great news. The situation here hasn't improved at all. What did you discover?
I struck a deal with the crime lord.
Boga the Hutt? That's preposterous. What makes you think we'd be willing to do that?
You have no other choice?
A glut of fuel isn't going to help our position much in this case. It's a resource that's needed throughout the galaxy, and he'll be able to command a high price for it. Still, we don't have much of a choice.
Correct.
We need fuel, and we need it fast. I'll bring this up with the Telosian Council and urge them to broker a deal with Boga. Now, I believe I gave you my word that there would be a reward for information
lightsaber lens.
The establishment of a fuel source for the station. Never believed for a moment that you'd actually be collecting it. But I'm a man of my word. So here you are. Now, I've got to send this information to the Council right away.
Do we have anything to talk about? Oh, never mind. 1,000 credits. Well, money is nice. Kind of nice if we also had that lightsaber crystal, but I mean, we're primarily a gunslinger, so might as well not fret about it. Hey. Yep. We'll just be on our way and pretend that we never ended up owning that person. Alright, and now, to make the epic walk back to this ship, we're at another handoff point, everybody. So, after this video, we're going to be back to Matt on the Y-Caliber channel. And he's going to take us to the next planet. I have no idea what it is, but I did deny him the ability to choose our prestige class, so that gives me some grim satisfaction. Take your medicine. Anyway, he's going to be taking over for, yeah, the next segment, and then it'll be back to me again. And I am now going on vacation, so I will see you all, not in the next video, but probably about 10 to 15 from now. And until the next time, oh, false alarm.
Why are you here?
Because I told her everything.
Good for you.
And now you are free?
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you?
Oh.
More fool than I thought. What truly held you was you. And let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you feel. I wielded power like you cannot imagine.
I don't see how they're connected.
Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. And only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
I kind of get the feeling... I almost feel sorry for Kreia. Because she's definitely clinging to past glory, and I wonder if all of that was even a bluff. I can show you that part again. Yeah, he's come to peace with it. You know, I'm sure the writers could have it so Super Kreia can re-evoke it, but anyway. Alright, and now back to the farewell. Until the next time, all the best, everybody. I'll see you when I pick up the LP again.